Hello, welcome and my love to all of you. This is Anshu Sharma here. Where are you putting your loyalty on the ladder of loyalties? In order to physically survive, we learnt tribal loyalty when we were cave dwellers. That strong sense of loyalty still remains within us as an instinct. Instinctively, we become loyal to our group members. These groups can include our biological and extended family, close circle of friends, people from similar ethnic, racial, color, and national background. When we are with them, we feel a natural sense of common bond, even if we do not know them. At times, we even stand by them out of sheer loyalty, even if they are in the wrong. Loyalty is an instinct that tribal members relied on, particularly in times of crisis. Let us explain various levels of loyalties. First level of loyalty is related to our innate need to survive. The need to make sure that we are safe and everyone around us is tending to our physiological needs. We naturally form this level of loyalty towards our parents, our siblings, and then as we grow with our extended family members in our childhood. Second level of loyalty, as grown-ups, we form with our partners and our spouses. In relationship, loyalty is all about honesty, trust, and commitment. It means sticking to your partner through good times and through bad times, even when it isn't easy. Loyalty is a two-way street, and it is important for both the parties in a relationship to maintain a clear picture of how to be loyal. Third level of loyalty we form with our close circle of friends, work colleagues, people from similar ethnic, religious, racial, color, and even national background. Then there are other loyalties as customer loyalty, brand loyalty, and even gang loyalty. People also form loyalties based on negative criteria. Fourth level of loyalty is towards self. Loyalty is a beautiful tribal quality, especially when it is a conscious loyalty, a commitment that serves both the individual as well as the group. It is to be remembered, extremes of loyalty that harms one's ability to protect oneself, however, qualifies as a belief pattern from which one needs to free himself. I repeat, it is to be remembered, extremes of loyalty that harms one's ability to protect himself, however, qualifies as a belief pattern from which one needs to free himself. Sometimes people remain loyal to their tribes even at the expense of their continued falling psychological, emotional, and physical needs. Some people, instead of putting their energies in self-care and investing time and energy in current relationships, situations, and needs, continue to remain bonded to their families, previous partners, or other tribes past their expiry date. Unable to move forward, some resort to anger, negative emotions, alcohol, and even drugs. All human interactions are connected through electromagnetic circuits. These circuits run through our bodies and we connect them to external objects and other people. These are invisible bonds which we cannot see with our eyes. We attach ourselves to such external power targets so that we can draw power into our system. In our connection with our power target, however, the power target also draws some power away from our own field, and this we are not able to see. When we form such emotional, invisible, dependent bonds, these bonds are called attachment. When we energetically remain bonded to others for our energy needs, not realizing, we continue to leak energies from our chakras, our power centers. And if we continue to do that, then we invite serious illnesses. So, what should we do? As time goes, we become hooked, and in extreme cases, we become even an addict. This becomes more serious when either we or our partner remain hooked with previous loyalty bonds in the now. So we are in a current relationship, but either we or our partner remains hooked with previous relationship or previous loyalty bonds. The topic is investing time, energy, and loyalty in current relationships become important. Letting go of the past, it is wise to give time and energy to invest in building loyalty in current relationships. Loyalty requires honesty, and with loyalty, we build up security, trust, and faith as well. When our emotions are settled, when we feel safe and secure, our minds become clear. And when we understand the various levels of loyalties and where we stand at a particular moment, our minds become clear into where we can see our present situation in our life. Detaching from old loyalties, we free our energies to build up current relationships. We also free ourselves then from negative emotions and insecurities arising on account of previous expired loyalty bonds, which are continuously leaking our energies. Dropping attachment is not easy. It needs our conscious participation. Dropping attachment with previous loyalty bonds does not mean we break off totally. It means keeping the old relationships in a healthy balance. Sometimes we may need support of our previous loyalty circles in order to deal and balance our current issues. And if those situations arise, we can do so temporarily, taking care that we do not remain bonded to them. Recognizing dependence and dysfunction in the current relationship becomes important. Sometimes, in spite of our best efforts, current relationships do not work out. It is wise to recognize the dysfunctional and dependent current relationships. People keep spending their energies seeking attention through measures of lies, control, manipulation. Even money and sex are used in order to keep the current relationships, when deep in our hearts we know that this relationship, in spite of giving our best effort and time, is not working as we expected it to be. We do not see ourselves as having any personal power when we continue to see others as a source of our security. It is then our biology constantly receives powerless signals. We feel like a victim, rejected and dependent on others' approval. We lose self-esteem and self-confidence, and we can go into a downward spiral. The imbalance results in having no energy to keep our body healthy and happy. Simultaneously, our power targets also develop a feeling of being smothered because the current relationship is not healthy and keeping both the partners happy. These days, we have to also be careful and conscious in choosing to whom we are giving our loyalty to. It is important to recognize that we also form loyalty to self with our current relationships if it is showing dysfunction in our face. These days, even dark powers are relying on human loyalty towards their agenda-based programs, which we give power to in order to manifest in our reality. So basically, all realities are important. They have their place. But looking from the angle, looking from the glass of repeated birth and death, we have to recognize that all relationships are only temporary, except one. What is that relationship? What is that loyalty? That loyalty is towards self. Irrespective Whether we are in a happy relationship or not, a time comes when we become aware of loyalty towards self. Loyalty towards self is discovered by everyone at various stages of one's life. It is a conscious loyalty. Once this loyalty comes in our awareness, sooner or later it climbs to the top position in the ladder of our loyalties. The level of loyalty which you have been putting last suddenly comes first in the order of your loyalties. Independence and self-care become your topmost goal. Detaching from power targets and focusing on self-care then becomes your topmost priority. Focusing on rebuilding your health and confidence through self-care, you make new choices. Consciously analyzing the plugs where you have been attaching your loyal energies to past relationships, you unplug them. And then you focus your loyalties first and foremost on self, giving attention, time, and self-care to your well-being. Ability to choose is an active power. And once you become conscious, you start choosing. And this power is both thrilling, challenging, and threatening too. Challenging because of existing loyalties. Adhering to loyalty to oneself can cause tremendous upheaval within one's family. The previous group demands continued loyalty, even sometimes at the expense of your own health and well-being. You are then torn between the two. You may even face issues of neglect, blame, guilt, and judgments. You may then have to find a balance between catering to the demands of the group and your own personal, physical, and emotional needs. With utmost loyalty, you then start taking care of yourself emotionally, physically, financially, slowly and steadily, irrespective to any resistance or judgment. Consciously, you evaluate your interactions, your present interactions, and their influences on your emotional and physical powers. You start questioning who is draining your energy and who is helping you to rebuild your self-confidence and self-respect. You discern. Daily self-evaluation becomes your habit. Detaching from what has been draining your power, you attach to what is empowering you. You discover the need and value of investing in support and spiritual groups that empower you. You discover your energy leaks on a daily basis and ask questions such as, why am I feeling drained? Why am I losing power? What are the targets? What are the power targets and plugs I am still attaching to? Then, using both your heart and your mind, you pay attention and address such questions. Nothing that drains your energies needs to be neglected and left on a chance. Nothing happens by chance. Nothing happens on its own. Your active participation is needed. Last, you discover the need to simplify your life in order to heal and prosper. You understand loyalty to self requires action. It requires dedication and it requires commitment. Thanks for listening. Please watch my other playlists such as emotional integration on such topic on my YouTube channel Anshu Sharma 9D. And while you are there, you may also choose other playlists such as quantum creation, awakening, and other playlists which are available for you and for similar topics relating to your self-empowerment or your need in this particular time. If you like this video, please subscribe and share for the benefit of all. And till we meet again, lots of love and light. Take care.